What did I do? What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, as promised, I have a massive Ethiopian feast. So I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is we're eating Ethiopian food. The bad news is I have absolutely no idea what most of these things are. The menu item I got, which is from Red Sea, by the way, the Red Sea Ethiopian restaurant in Minneapolis, they had a tour of Ethiopia option and I was like, cool, I'll just get that. Yeah, it doesn't say exactly what's on it. It just says a sampler of all of our things. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of pinpoint what some of these things are. By the way, there's a few adorable children playing outside. I'm friends with a few of them. And I said, hey guys, you think we can just keep the volume down for a little while I film? And they're like, oh yeah, got this. This is like a true representation of what children do when you tell them to do something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start eating, and then once I get the flavor profiles, maybe I'll be able to pinpoint some of these things better. Some of them I have to know. Yabesha Gomen, I want to say this one is, and I apologize for any mispronunciation by the way. Kale, garlic, ginger, onion, and house blend spice cooked together. I want to say that, well, I'm not sure if it's this one, or maybe they're the same. Yellow split peas, curry, onion, ginger, garlic, simmered in a mild sauce. Fairly sure that this meat dish in the middle here is beef tenderloin. It's called Zilzil Tibs. Beef tenderloin, onion, jalapenos, mixed bell peppers, and Ethiopian herbs sauteed. So I'm excited about that. I'm not entirely sure what this is over here. I'm not entirely sure what this is over here, though it might be lamb. This looks to be a potato and cabbage situation. I said I didn't want things to get cold. Also, I don't think I got any appetizers. I was meant to get appetizers, not really sure. I could swear they said that I was getting samosa. Sambusa, I'm sorry, it's just a little bit different. I can't find it. Let's just do this. I want to experience it my own way. So this is like super aerated looking. The reason that it's all bubbly like that is because it's actually fermented. It's got kind of a sour flavor, at least this is what I've read. And of course, this whole platter is meant for you to just eat with your hands. You kind of take some of the injera off and scoop up all the goodness with it. I'm gonna go back here first. This is such a fun way to eat. It's got great flavor. I feel like I'm supposed to eat everything with the injera, so I'm scooping up the kale. Very reminiscent of like a collard greens, but like more finely chopped. It's like really kind of slow cooked flavor. I'm doing this right. It's so savory. It's got this like very mild sweetness. The meat is like really tender. All right, let's see if this is the same stuff. I feel like it probably is. Yeah, they're the same. So it's really mild, the spice in it, but this has definitely got to be the one with the curry and the ginger. It doesn't have like a super sharp ginger flavor or even like that strong of a curry flavor. It's very mild. All right, what is this? What is this? Okay. So I feel like there's a spice that I read about called Burberry or Berber. I think it's supposed to have a kick to it. And there's a kick in this. So that's what I'm thinking is in this, along with onions, garlic. I'm gonna taste that with some of the other stuff though. I feel like it would be good with this meat. Get some of that. Everything has so much flavor. It's like not lacking in that department. And really that was the same with the Liberian food video. So much flavor. Mmm. The meat's a little bit tougher on this middle one. I know the meat's like meant to be cooked more like all the way through. So I probably prefer it tastes like kind of rich and deep. Like, how do you describe deep flavor? Wow. This one's a little spicy too. There's an egg, which I'm really excited about. Wow. I feel like it's probably a hard boil, not a soft, right? Mmm. What do I want to try next? I really, really like this. These three, actually, I've really loved all of them. I feel like the only thing that's left to do is to like mix them. Mmm. See, Injera is like a sponge. It's soaking up all the flavor from any of the food that's on top of it. It's also soaking up a little bit of the moisture too. So it's kind of easy for this to get soggy. So texture wise, eating the Injera with things like chickpeas, for me, is kind of one note texture wise. But again, mixing it up definitely helps. Get off the counter, please. Butters! I feel like I want like a side of this injera that isn't just underneath. Is that how it's supposed to be? Tell me I'm wrong, please. So much cabbage. Shane and I almost went to Kramarchuk's the other day, which is this Ukrainian, Eastern European restaurant. They have these amazing cabbage rolls. I've actually done a cabbage roll video of theirs already, but I'd love to do just like a Ukrainian food video so I can do them again and add more of their stuff in. I think that'd be awesome. Cabbage is really good. Hi. Get away from your brother. Why do I have to do this every single time? Go on. Go on. Oh my God. Kids. I am happy that I have the beef because of the texture though. I almost don't mind that it's a little chewy because everything else is so soft. I freaking love hard-boiled eggs, guys. I'm like dying to do a ramen video so I can have like 3 soft-boiled eggs in that bad boy. Soy marinated. So good. I really freaking dive into this thing. This all tastes so familiar, but at the same time, I feel like I've never tasted anything like this before. Like there's curry, but I wouldn't say it necessarily tastes like Indian food. The thing that I feel like I have tasted that flavor before is the kale. The overwhelming flavor for the whole thing is really that onion, garlic. And even though the ginger is pretty mild, that would be, I guess, the third flavor that I taste overall. Garlic, onion, and ginger. The level of spice, by the way, is very tolerable. This little guy over here, this and this were the most spicy, and on my scale of 1 to 10, it was probably at like a 3 or a 4, really not that bad. So for most people, it's probably like a 2. And from what I understand, when you dine at the restaurant, they put more of this spice on the table so you can like sprinkle all your food with it. I feel like I probably would do that if I were dining in. I don't even know what happened. I just like fully went in on this. I'm actually feeling pretty good right now though. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. This was awesome. So different than anything I've had before. I mean, just the bread from the Liberian food video is just nothing like each other. If you guys remember the Liberian fufu, it was round, it kind of looked like raw dough, and you just kind of like pulled little pieces of it and used it to scoop. And this is obviously fermented while the other wasn't, served flat, but it has the same use. I feel like all of this would be so good over rice too. So I'm gonna pack all of this up, and tomorrow I'm going to have it for my dinner with rice. All right guys, what ethnic food would you like to see me eat next? I'll say I did 2.5 Africa videos because the first one was African fusion. It wasn't like fully African food. So I've done 2.5. I think I want to move on, and I'm just gonna circle around. Like, I'll come back to Africa eventually. So where should I go? Where should we go next? Kitten? It's too quiet. Speaking of quiet, the kids, they were quiet. I just am shocked. Maybe they went inside though. Maybe it was dinner time. Really worked out, didn't it? Meanwhile, I actually have to work out in 10 minutes. All right, guys, thanks again for joining me today. I love you guys so much. You mean so much to me. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate all of your continued support, and I will see you next time. Bye.